All right, so the two plugs you want to remove.
What is up, Bark Life family? Today we're here with the st185 gt4 for you global market people, alltrac turbo for you US people. That's right, 3S GTE with the E153 transmission. Today we're going to talk about the trans fluid, capacity, all that stuff, what type of fluids to use. So stay tuned and we'll get into it.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast, and every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars.
So guys, as soon as I bought this car, the engine and transmission were already put in here. It was a new motor, new trans. The guy had been working on it for about 15 years. And one of the topics I was concerned about was what fluid does he use? Because with the MR2 and the Mark IV and all my cars, I always use Redline, or, you know, I invest in the fluids because it does matter. It makes a huge difference. So with this, I was concerned, you know, what fluids were used when the transmission was put in, that sort of thing. And if you just look at it, it says use a GL5, which GL5 transmission fluid is great. The issue is we have synchros with a differential and the transfer case and all that extra shenanigans going on, and we just don't get everything we need out of a standard GL5. So there's a bunch of different options, but I posted just a little short clip, you know, changing the trans fluid, getting this guy ready to rip. And people are like, why are you changing the transmission fluid? Well, I talked with the original guy that had swapped the motor. They put a standard, it was actually like a SuperTech, just a Walmart brand transmission fluid in there, and it was just a standard GL5, which is the basic solution for it, but it does not give you the protection on your synchros and everything you need for this particular transmission, because we have, again, we have the differential, we have the transfer case, all that is one gear. So, or not one gear, one reservoir. So all those things share that. Well, I started reading the forums. I started reading as much as I could, and I got a ton of different information back and forth, and started talking with different people that were familiar with these transmissions. And there was a lot of confusion and some people, oh, just use GL4. Which GL4, you'll get great shifts. You'll get those buttery smooth shifts that you love. But then you don't have the protection you need. So you're kind of sacrificing one for the other and so forth. So I started reaching out and looking around, and the reason I drained the fluid in this and replaced it was because I don't think GL5, basic GL5, 7590, any of that's going to quite cut it. So what I decided to do was check with Redline. Redline got back to me, and they recommended 7590, and it's GL5, but it has the NS on the end. So what that allows the synchros to do everything they need to do. So non-slip, I believe, is what the NS stands for. But basically, they said this gives us all the protection we need. And I'm not sponsored by Redline in any way, shape, or form. They don't give me any discounts. I mean, if they want to, that'd be great. I'd do a whole lot more videos. But Redline 7590 NS is what they recommended. And I talked with a few people that have raced and used this particular fluid, and they said it's fantastic, no issues with it whatsoever, great shifts. You're not sacrificing your shifts going to that GL5 from GL4. You're getting all the protection that your transmission needs. That's the way to go. So with that being said, I am switching to 7590. We're going to finish this out, and then I'm going to do a quick video of driving it around. It's starting to get colder out, so it might take a second to get the transmission up to temperature. This transmission is basically 0 miles, engine, everything else. So let's hope it's good, because I don't want to replace the transmission. But everything I've read, and again, Redline is like that great product that they produce a whole lot of quality, and their price is reasonable. It is about $100 to switch out to the Redline, and dry capacity, from my understanding, is 5.4 quarts. So 5.4 quarts fills this guy up. And that's if you're completely dry. So I'm going to go ahead and I think Redline, I think they said that if it's wet or whatever, if you're not completely like dripping every last drop, it's like 3.5 quarts is what you'll need to do it. So one gallon jug will get you done. I went the extra effort and tried to get every last drip of the old fluid out of there, because the standard GL5 by itself, from what I'm hearing, will start to build up acids over time, and it'll actually start to eat your synchros. There are other brands that have solutions for that, everything else. I just so happen to choose Redline. There are other brands that are great, and a lot of people reported. I just have a bias towards Redline. I always ran the MT90 in the Supra, and then Redline in the MR2. So that's what I'm familiar with. That's what I'm comfortable with. That's what I run. There's a borderline religion when it comes to fluids. So I'm sure there's other solutions that work great. But if you don't know, you don't have an opinion, I recommend the 7590 just because it's great. I might even throw, I think they have a sale on it on Amazon, which I will throw my link, which is my affiliate link. You know, if people buy it, I might make 15 cents, but that way you guys have a direct link to it. That's how I ordered mine, was just standard Amazon. But I'll throw a link down below. Anyways, I'm going to get to finishing putting this in. There's not much I already put. I think I already put 2 quarts in. So I'm going to finish putting this in, and then I will get back to you guys and we'll do a quick test drive and see how we feel about it. Stay tuned.
All right, so the 2 plugs you want to remove when filling it. So we're looking from the front of the car back. Sorry, it's kind of hazy because of the lighting. So you have that plug right there. Undo that. That drains the transmission. And then directly back there, so that center cross member. And this is the same for st205s, 185s, all that. So right there. So you drain those 2. And then your fill plug is right there on the side of the transmission. So drain those 2, you know, that one, and then the one that's in the differential back there, right there, right there. Fill it there. And if it's completely dry, it's about 5.4 quarts. Sorry, people international, I don't know how many liters that is. All right, guys, I tried getting video in car, trying to get you guys the video of it shifting and, well, me shifting. The alltrac is a whole different car. The transmission is no longer has that weird kind of grittiness to it that I felt with the other fluid, which for almost 0 mile transmission, I mean, it's got a couple 100 miles. Crazy what a difference it was. So the 7590 NS, that's what I recommend. I'm sure there's other fluids that are great, but Celica feels like a whole new car. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure and like and subscribe if you dig Toyotas, because I am a Toyota lover. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and stay tuned.